Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for property. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And today's video, it is my 1 year anniversary. That's right, 1 year as of the day of this video, I got into drip and started recording my first video on my channel. I think that went up a few days later, but I'm using this date here, joined the Faucet on February 6th. I'm recording this video currently on February 5th, but you get the point. It's literally been 1 year. And the question everybody wants to know, and what I wanted to know was drip worth it? Did this work out? Can you lose in drip? And if so, how much? And of course, where I'm at in regards to my feelings in the future of the drip price and the drip community. So 1 year in drip as of now. So what lessons did I learn? Man, talk about a lesson in DeFi and in crypto and pump and dumps and everything else. No matter what the forecast of the token, it will always go lower than you expected. So man, we were making videos back here, and when I got in, everybody was talking about it, and I had heard right before the big pump. So I got in on February 6th, which is after the all-time high, and when it started to actually level off. 1 second. Had to pull up the chart here. So I got in at what I thought was a great entry point. I think I caught it like right down here on one of these bounces. So I think I started February 3rd as I looked at it and then put it in the Faucet or something like that. So I remember there was a couple of up days for me. This is the pancake swap liquidity pair, so it could look a little different. But I was like, okay, yeah, I caught it good. And I had heard about it back here in December, man. So actually I saw the 50, and again, I was in all these other forks and all these other things. It was Tomb Season, it was Time of Wonderland, it was all this other stuff, Charge DeFi, all this crap. So I was just like, here's another one. So I ignored it and ignored it. And then the hype caught me and I finally FOMO'd in. And I started with $1,000, my very first video, and did 5 wallets. Also bought the hype from the calculator team, the tinfoil hat guys, the Kelly Snook calculator out there talking about, yeah, diversify whatever you got and put into multiple wallets because then you'll get more of a payout. That is true. However, again, at this hype and everything we learned back here, that was because people thought we would have stabilized somewhere and you were going to maximize your gains. Lesson learned number 1, do not follow the masses. If you're hearing about it, you're already too late. And if people are talking about how to exponentially multiply your money with different strategies, don't do that either, because again, you're already too late. The hype is about to wear off and you're about to experience an extreme downtrend. So lessons learned. I would not make 5 wallets. I said that to you guys again. Make one, focus on that, max that out, then start building the other one from that. That's just my 2 cents. I know other people in the comments still don't believe in that, but that's what I learned. So that was my first thing. So in this phase, man, we all thought, and actually I remember I stayed up late getting on the Animal Farm launch. And I actually had a message that I sent to Forex. I didn't know nothing about him. And I'm like, yo, when is this going to actually go live? Like, here's another delay. And it was like middle of the night, I woke up to be ready for that launch. It was after the Manor Farm, and I was getting into the pre-sale for the farm. And I can't remember the details, but basically I was ready to come in whenever the token went live, and they were going to push the money from Manor Farm to the Animal Farm and the pigs and dogs and all that. And it was delayed like multiple hours there. So that was my first experience. It should have been a red flag. The launch didn't go well. And then we were off to the races, downward ski slope after that. So all this time, every single video and every single YouTuber out there, myself included, was like, all right, we found the bottom and this is coming soon. And we can't go lower than 100, and we won't go lower than 50. We won't go lower than 25, 10, 15, 5, $1. 50 cents, and here we are at 40. So again, lesson learned, ignore the hype, don't FOMO in. If you're hearing a lot of people talking about it, talking about how great it is, you're already too late. Opposite of what's happening now, where everybody's telling you to get the hell out and run away. Now you should actually be doing some research and see about it and find out what's happening. This is the actual time to pay attention. So that's lesson learned number 1. Now, how have I fared and what did I do? So through this whole time for 1 year, I, as Ray said, put my brick in. So in 1 year's time, I have made 710 videos. That's insane. So I've definitely put my work in, and that has netted me $4,110. So whopping 410 from YouTube. That comes out to a nice $11 a day, since I was doing 1 video a day roughly. But if you divide it by all the videos, I made a whopping $5.78 per video. So do not become a YouTuber in the Drip Network if your goal is to get rich. But for me, this was also another indicator of why I've decided, since I mentioned you guys before, not to pump other tokens on my channel, because the amount of research I had done on the Drip ecosystem and still to get it wrong, what do you think these other people's shilling projects are really going to do then? And you guys are like, yeah, I want you to share your insights. They don't have any additional details. They sit down with a dev for 1 hour, skim over a white paper or a wiki, and then go, yep, I'm getting in. And 9 times out of 10, they're getting in with the money they got paid, and you're getting after them and you're gonna get wrecked. So that's what I learned doing all this research. I still got it wrong, still couldn't call the bottom, still missed all of the information with Forex and stuff like that, still learned stuff as the protocol continued to get developed, and we still had delays. And I still believe in Forex and I believe in the community, but point is, I was completely wrong. So how are you going to shill a new token, a new project every week and think you get it right? So my word of advice, again, you guys need to stop following these people, stop giving them your money, because you're just putting it into their pocket and taking it from yours. So that's why I rock with this, because I see, and this is a kind of a summary, the power of what a community can actually do. So let's take a look at where I'm at, because that's what you guys want to know. So can you lose money in the Drip Network? And what do I think going forward is going to happen with this in my 1-year journey? So using this calculator is kind of easier. I do still have like DripFi, so this shows me basically right now where I'm at and how many tokens I would be allocated after taxes with these current, where I'm currently at with claim. So this here, I have claim 12, my max payout would be 51,000. You subtract that and I would get about 38,000. That's also what DBank shows. Whenever you use DBank, you'll be able to see how many tokens you have left, but that won't calculate the whale tax that will come in at the different areas. So it's calculating it based off of right now and those available in that tax bracket. So if you look here, it'll say Drip and 38,000, and that is exactly right if you were to just subtract my max payout from what I've claimed. So instead, I use the Kelly Snook calculator because it gives me a little closer accuracy in regards to looking at what I've claimed so far and where I will be in the future. So I started this original calculator on April 22nd. And this is going to be a scenario of what happens if Drip continues to go down at the rate it's been going down. So this is not the price that it was at April 22nd. I just put in a calculation to make it close to the price that it's at now, February 5th, which is about 40 cents. So that's why I started it there. And with the price depreciation that we've been seeing, what would happen if it continues to trend downward? So 41 cents for the 5th. So it's a little lower now already, but this means about every 5 days it's going down about a penny. So if things continue the exact same way they are, I will end up by claiming out Max Wallet by January 24th if I do nothing except for compound until Max Wallet and then claim. And I'll claim out $6,743, which will give me a net loss of about 71%. And that means Drip at January's price would be about 10 cents. And remember, that's what I forecasted before as a low, and it could hold that foreseeably for some time, you know, with utility and all the other stuff like that. But let's just say nothing else got built. This is a worst case scenario for me, potentially. But remember what I just said in the beginning of this, no matter how low you think it can go, it can always go lower. So this is just to show you that, yes, if nothing changes, you can indeed actually lose money in Drip. However, big caveat. So I'm just showing you that with just the numbers and just my perspective of like right where things are right now. I believe in the community, and that's why I'm building. So I don't believe this is a likelihood scenario, but you do need to be aware of that it is possible. So even with me, 710 videos, 1 year in, building a team of 397 or some odd people and putting my brick in and all that stuff, I've done exactly what I think you should do. So 347 people. And I DCA'd starting with $1,000 and DCA'd in an additional $22,000. That may be a little for some people and a lot for others. But point being, I feel like I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I didn't overclaim or anything like that. So I've actually just been compounding, claimed maybe 2 or 3 months, and that's sitting over in the animal farm. So I, to me, am a good indicator of what potentially could happen and the worst case scenario. So yes, you could definitely lose money. It's crypto, right? But at least there's no exploit. So the other cool thing about the Drip Network is this is just a direct reflection of community sentiment and price action. No manipulation by Forex, or exploits or anything like that. Now, you can argue that the people that got in early are quote unquote manipulating it and they're taking all the money out, but that's just the way it goes with any supply and demand kind of factors on tokens or even stocks, right? So that's neither here nor there. Next, let's see what happens if drip stabilizes at a quarter. So that seems like a realistic price at this stage, that maybe we could hold a quarter, and it would still take until January of 2024. But if that were the case, I would still be down approximately 58% by January 2024, because at that stage I would only be able to claim out I think it's like 10,000. Yep, so middle of January I would reach max payout, and that would have me at about $10,006, and that would have me down still approximately 60% from what I put in, because I put in a total of 23,500. So the last scenario, what I ultimately need for drip, I'm not going to show it to you there, it just doesn't make any sense, but basically it's 60 some odd cents basically is what I really need, 61 cents to break even. My current average drip price is $1.55. So if I start claiming around May and were to just sell and not move the funds anywhere else and claimed all the way out to Mex wallet, I would need drip to be 61 cents or above in order to break even. So again, the point is that without these additional utilities and things of that nature, then yeah, you can definitely lose money in drip. At this stage, it's a lot less likely because we're much lower already from here. So going from 40 cents to say 20 is not nearly as heavy as $130 that I got in all the way down to 40 cents. So not financial advice, but looking at where things are going and looking at specifically what I know I want to build for the drip ecosystem and drip network, I do believe we are somewhere near the bottom. I know we keep saying that, but I'm looking at all the things that are actually being developed by the community, and I'm not even looking at anything by Forex. So I'm looking at specifically what I'm doing and what I saw from Josh and Ray, and then the Guardians and Droplet. So I'm betting on these people to deliver on time, and then whatever Forex does, cool. But at least I know the community's taking it in their own hands, and with that, we can actually build something, and I still have the marketplace I want to build as well. So that to me means that we will eventually find a floor. I just don't know where, but hopefully sooner rather than later. So what does that mean going forward for me? So I am still short-term bearish, long-term bullish, and the short-term bearish is coming to a shorter term. So I think hopefully by the end of February, I can be actual bullish and short-term and long-term. So I'm hoping by the end of February, we will have found some kind of bottom, because I believe that with all this additional utility, the bleeding will stop and we can actually get things corrected and righted. But again, the point is that it was not all sunshine and rainbows, and it never is. And if you're getting into a project and it's a lot of hype, then do your own research and dip your toe in, because if it's a lot of hype, then you're already too late. That is the lesson I learned, and it will always go lower. So I did not think a year from now. I remember first making these videos, I said, give yourself at least 6 months with drip. And then I just changed my mind and said a year. And now I hear I'm at a year, and it may be 2 years. So I have no idea what the price of drip will be and what it can do. But the one thing I do know for certain is that this community is loud and they will support anything. So tons of content creators, myself included, have built their entire channel off the backs of drip. Now, some have also branched out into other things and wrecked their community, but that's on them. But the point is that you have built a community around yourself and people curious in your content, so then you can go off and launch a project and have it rug, and you still make money because your community supported you. And if you're like a nice snake oil salesman, then you can kind of color that so that it sounds great, and they'll follow you into the next project and follow you into the next project. So people say the drip is sort of like a cult, and in some ways it is, because people definitely get on their favorite YouTubers streams or videos and watch, and they will support them and get wrecked right behind them. So in one way, that is what, to me, the essence of the drip community is. It's just up to the content creators to use that community for good or for their own malicious intent. But that's really the secret sauce. And I didn't really know that when Forex created drip.community. I realized he put together Crypto Mischief, R2R, Ray from Bartertown, and Passive Income Network from Jamie, and whatever, 2 other ones, right? So putting those people together with those YouTubers that had big communities That's what branched all these other fragmented smaller communities out, and that's what keeps Drip Network alive. So it truly is a community project, and while we may not like the price appreciation, it is 100% the community's fault. Forex built something that was a sustainable bull market platform. So during DeFi hot summer and everybody aping in, it didn't have any exploits. It had great tokenomics if you could ride the wave. It just was not bear market proof, nor was he aware that all these other additional factors would happen where people would hold Drip in their wallets and they wouldn't keep it in the faucet, or they would max out so quickly or whatever, right? So lots of things came into place from having 10,000 people in the faucet versus 100,000. So that's why this layer 2 and all that was being built. So I think Drip was perfect in the way that it was designed. Sadly, people like myself and others on my channel just got in too late. But the community itself is the juice, and that's where Drip will survive and thrive, in my opinion, going into the future. But it's going to be a bumpy road to get there. So I don't know what the new all-time highs or what the highs period will be for Drip, but I am seeing it evolve and grow with the space. There's still a place for the degens and the gamblers, but the actual community itself is getting bigger and louder, and people within those communities are building actual utility and growing their own smaller communities, which will help, again, spread more people and bring them into crypto and DeFi and the Drip community. So long term, again, super bullish. Short term, yep, still gonna be ugly until something gets kicked out, but I'm hoping that will be by the end of February. So that is my 1 year journey, and as a wrap up. So I appreciate all of you guys that have been following me this long. For those of you that are still here that have not subscribed, I appreciate if you can help me get over 4,000 members. I'm at 3,600 or 3,980 or something like that. So I would appreciate if you guys, if there's 20 of you out there, to smash that subscribe button, get me to the 4K. I have been grinding my ass off for 1 year, trying to put in work. 50,000 plus views, and like I said, 710 videos total. So definitely put my brick in, as Ray would say. So I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for helping me get here. Sorry I kept this video too long, but hope that provides some insight to you if you're sitting there on the sidelines, dabbling your toe in or thinking about Drip. I personally would just wait till something gets delivered, because once something gets delivered, the community sentiment will change. Until something's delivered, then it's just more of what we've been seeing for literally the past over almost 12 months, right? No, over 12 months. Yeah, over 12 months already. So since my journey, since I started, it's been nothing but negative volatility minus a few green candle days, right? So yeah, it's been hell out in these DeFi streets. So wait a little while and see how it goes. Did we have any positive weeks? Yeah, we did have a few weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 green weeks out of 52. Not a good batting average. All right. You guys know the drill. Help a brother out with that HBO special. Smash that like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.